Oh, you can hear the way the foam muted that a little bit.
Fuck me. Hold on. I gotta do two hands. Oh, daddy.
So we've had the official.
It's very good.
The official beer crack.
Yeah.
Of the podcast.
Yeah.
So this was kind of an idea that we've had for a while, and we're wanting to start it out. It's episode 1.
Very true.
I don't know if we're going to do any sort of seasons or anything like that. I feel like we'll blow through seasons if we're doing this on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. But
yeah.
Yeah. So Nerds with Slurred Words.
That's us.
That's the title we come up with.
Yeah.
By we, I mean Goyo.
Out of many candidates.
There were many candidates.
There was at
one
least
of which
10 or
was
15.
the only one provided by me. I'm telling you, I'm fully right brain. I'll do all the analysis for the show.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'll do all the setup. I'll provide I'll do all of that. I just won't give you a fucking name or a logo.
Oh, no.
That's not me. That's not what I represent.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. So, Nerds with Slurred Words. That's what we came up with. So, I mean, the whole point of it is going to be alcohol and all shit that us nerds thrive on.
Nerddom in general. Just general nerddom.
I mean, and it's not just beer, even though our logo's beer.
True.
It's going to be beer. It's going to be liquor. It's going to be specific drinks. I got a whole book of drinks that were favored by presidents. At the time that the book was released, it was only 50 presidents. Or not 50. That's retarded. Is it 40? 44 at the time.
We're at 46.
It was before Trump. So it was 44.
So 44.
I said 50 because I'm already.
It ended with Barack.
It ended with Barack.
Damn,
Mr. Obama.
I wonder what a Barack likes to drink. That, you know what? That'll be the first season. We're just gonna be going through the whole fucking book. That'll be it. We'll go 44 episodes.
Except for this episode where we're drinking Art Car IPAs.
Yeah.
So this one in particular, and I chose this one just specifically because of the logo and because of the way that the can looks, because it looks friggin' awesome.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool.
So it's actually a Houston-based brewer. St. Arn. I mean, they're actually really well known for their IPAs and stuff. So, and this particular one, the can itself was designed by the same guy that designed a bunch of cars for the company. That's why it's called Art Cars. Because he basically just graffitied the crap out of a bunch of cars. I don't know if that's a thing in Houston. I don't know if they just graffiti the shit out of a bunch of cars over there.
100%. Actually,
is that a thing?
Yeah, actually, I know about this topic. My cousin David, shout out David if you ever hear this. He's a real big car guy, and so there's a bit of a competition because he lives in Dallas. There's a bit of competition between the car scene in Dallas and the car scene in Houston. But he has admitted to me before, even as a Dallas car guy, who go up to like the illegal car meets that teenagers go to.
Illegal car meets? Are you talking like what Dominic Toretto goes to?
Yeah, exactly. No, dead ass. Then the cops will show up and people will roll out as soon as they show up. But yeah, he has admitted that Houston gets bumping with their cars, bro. The car scene.
It's pretty crazy though. I started researching this particular beer. Mostly because I didn't know much about IPAs in general. I started doing a lot of research on IPAs after I chose this beer. I literally randomly went onto HEB's website and just chose this beer out of nowhere. And I started doing a fuck ton of research on IPAs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think you're a manic. I think that's a good way to describe. Once you choose like a topic that you're interested in, it's just like all out analytical research. You're writing a fucking thesis on IPAs.
It is, dude.
The origin of the IPA cannot be
I'm telling you, I've got like 4 pages of notes here on fucking IPAs. I mean, some of it is just the brewing process, just learning the brewing process, because that was part of what I want to do, and like I want to learn the brewing process and get into brewing and all that. But
a lot of people in Texas do that shit. Like a lot of.
It's a fun hobby.
It's a lot.
I gotta imagine that it's a fun hobby because you fucking craft all of these beers. You put the time in, research the ingredients, go through the process. 3 days later, 4 days later, however long it takes for your beer to ferment.
Yeah,
and then you get to enjoy that shit. You refrigerate it, you fucking drink it, you bottle it like a man. I mean, you get the crimper and you fucking
crimper.
I mean, what more manly of a profession is there than brewer?
True.
Like,
very,
just,
very,
you look
very
at a man and you're like, that guy's a fucking brewer.
It rolls off the tongue.
It does.
Brewer. Oh my god, he's a brewer. It sounds kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds pretty hot. So I mean, a lot of Texans do that. I feel like Texas, just like most other states in the South, they like to get crunk. You know, they like to get lit. So alcohol is always a very, I think, acceptable industry to get into. So
well, it's kind of weird. I mean, like IPAs especially go well with our climate. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was the whole point. So part of my research, most people think that IPAs were actually invented for the sake of being able to get regular pale ales from England to India.
Yeah.
Because this was, 1800s-ish.
A long time ago.
And most people think that what happened was that it was invented because the guy realized that, the beers would, go stale by the time that they got to India. I mean, it's a long, boat ride from England to India.
Because it's not like they don't go bad, but they taste bad, right?
Right. The hops
kind
of spoil and the flavors change.
The flavors change.
And and it's not as great as it would be. Because again, you're right. It's not like it expires. No beer really ever expires. But you do get some pretty nasty taste out of it.
Speaking from experience, you are more prone to the runs drinking stale beer. Look,
from experience,
I've been there. I've been there.
That's a podcast for another day. I think that's an entirely separate podcast.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's all good. No,
but the reality is that wasn't true, because what he started doing was, at least in the theory or the myth, whatever, is that this guy, what the hell was his name? George Hodson, right? George Hodson, yes. Bow Brewery. It says that he started adding a fuck ton of hops to his beers because the hops are a natural preservative, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so hops are a natural preservative, so he would add a fuck ton of hops to his beers so that they would last on the trip, because, obviously they didn't have refrigeration. It was just barreled, and then they would put it on their ships and take it over.
Yeah.
And because a part of the problem is also in the hotter climates, the pale ales that they liked in England, which were a little bit more temperate, like it was colder. I don't know if the word is temperate.
Yeah, less temperate, I would say.
Less temperate.
If it's cold, yeah, right?
Okay, yeah, sure. I don't know. I'm not a fucking weatherman. So
I took a class of
it was a different climate. It's hot. It's hot as balls. If you've ever seen fucking Slumdog Millionaire, it looks hot as shit in that movie.
Yeah.
So it's like Laredo, basically. And apparently Canada, because Canada is 120 degrees right now. It's kind of ridiculous.
I saw that, but poor Canadians.
So yeah, so they had the hops added, and so that was the kind of the birth of Indian pale ales, because the reason you get that big ass head when you pour the beer, and
it's a beautiful head.
Yeah, it's super foamy. That's super foamy, and it's because there's a buttload of hops in it, and that's also what kind of adds to the fruitiness aspects of it, because the hops introduce all those different fruits. Like for example, this one I think is a lot more of like the sort of tropical, like mango.
I definitely got like a citrusy, tropical, fruity in there. I don't know what exactly it was, but
fucking delicious.
It's a very enjoyable IPA.
I will say, so I don't know if you know what this is. Do you know what IBUs are?
Oh, I think so. Only because of El Chingon. Which is another IPA.
El Chingon.
El Chingon. It's a great name. They named it after me. Isn't it a metric of bitterness in an beer, right?
It's the International Bitterness Unit.
There you go. There you go.
You know.
I know, yeah.
So the St. Arnold Art Car is at about 55 IBU, which is a little bit on the higher side from what I understand, because the bitterness aspects, like for IPAs, high side for IPAs, because I think a typical IPA IBU will be around 30 to 50.
Really?
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see what the IBUs are for Bud Light. Oh my god, if I could fucking type.
IBU for Bud Light? It has to be nothing.
It's got to be, it's got to be
like
nothing.
In the 10s range, like below that. There's no way, because it's like water. Compared to this,
American Light, a rating of 2.3. Oh no, wait, no, hold on. That's just the rating.
Okay. It's not the metric.
That's not the metric.
It's not the IBU.
6.
I fucking knew it.
6.
It's a 6.
It
compared
is a
to
single
55.
digit. Weirdly enough, Michelob Ultra is actually sitting at 10 IBU.
A 10?
Yeah.
Michelob?
Yeah.
I don't know. Excuse me, I'm burping.
And then you got Michelob Amberbach, which is at 19 IBU.
Wow. Look, I don't know. I'm sorry to Michelob drinkers. I understand it's a very, very, very light beer. And if you're on like a diet and you still want to get drunk, it's probably your go-to choice. But it just really lacks body, man. Does not have any flavor, robustness. You know, not like this. When you drink this, you're like, ooh.
How?
Yes. Ooh.
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 So, and I was kind of curious about this, so I looked it up. Shiner, which is one of my favorite beers. Yes, I'm a basic bitch. I get it.
No, Shiner's tradition in Texas. It's fine.
Shiner is tradition in Texas. We're from Texas, so this is
Yeah.
and it's also a ridiculously low alcohol by volume in Shiner. It's only 4.4%.
Yeah.
But Shiner's sitting at 13 IBUs.
Damn. Yeah. Well, yeah. And a lot of people. Fuck. It's hitting. I said peeper. A lot of people would say that Shiner is definitely like on the darker spectrum of beers compared to like, let's say, a Bud, which is like a paler beer, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you just fucking look at the thing. And
Yeah. It actually physically looks, darker. But a lot of people say that they dislike it because it's bitter. It's bitter in comparison to other, like, let's say, like a pale ale, like Dos Equis, which is a very like bready kind of tasting beer. So, but I mean, I don't know.
It goes fantastic with Twang beer salt.
Brought to you by our sponsor, Twang.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, yeah. So, but a little bit higher on that bitterness. You know what the hell is? Have you had Guinness Drought?
I have had Guinness before. You're catching me on the spot if I remember what specific draft it was or what drought it was. But I definitely had Guinness before.
Okay, you've had Guinness, but Guinness Drought specifically because it's a really dark stout.
Damn. I don't know.
Let's put it like this. From what I've heard, it is a very dark beer. Mm-hmm. I have not had it myself, actually, which that's going to have to change really soon.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, it's got to change.
It's a very full-bodied beer.
You literally just told me you've never had it.
Well, I've had Guinness. Like
I'm talking about Guinness
Drought.
Okay. Drought.
Very
I'm pretty sure it's Drought.
Yeah.
It's only 45 IBU.
45. So this is stronger.
This is more bitter.
More bitter.
Yes. Oh, that's my dog.
Hello, Phoebe. She came to hang out with me on the casting couch.
On the casting couch. Yeah. So for anybody that's okay, nobody can fucking see us right now because we don't have cameras going.
We're not recording. Yeah.
No, we are not. But Goyo's currently sitting on my futon.
Yes, a very comfortable futon.
It's a very comfortable futon. My dog is sniffing the cookies that are in his shorts.
There's no cookies. I don't smell good. I haven't bathed since yesterday.
So because Goyo was getting hammered for 4th of July weekend. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th.
Yeah, a little bit of clipping there.
Yeah, my bad.
So, but anyways, yeah. So, relatively, it's pretty bitter compared to other well-known beers.
Mm-hmm.
Other beers that typically you'll drink at a barbecue or
at a bar, like if you order from a bar,
or at a bar.
Yeah.
You're almost never gonna have just some random old Joe just show up and order a really dark bitter beer.
Yeah. I would say that at most bars, and I obviously we live in Texas, so and I haven't been everywhere, so I could probably be corrected, but I would say in most normal bars, it's not like a beer connoisseur bar. Or a beer garden per se, that they would have maybe the singular or the double IPA on draft at any given time. So yeah, I could definitely understand that. But a Guinness, I mean, I'd say Guinness is in more often than not in most places that serve beer. Undoubtedly. Is it a very typical on draft? Probably not. but you could find it for sure.
I don't think so. So tell me, Goyo, have you seen Loki?
Oh, bro, I'm supposed to. I was gonna watch it tonight. I haven't been in my apartment, so.
How are you gonna tell me you haven't seen Loki? Bro? Not even a single episode.
Oh no! I'm on the third episode. I haven't seen the new one.
You haven't seen the new.
I haven't seen the new episode.
You're kidding me right now.
I heard there was a lot of clapperonis in there.
A clapperoni.
Yeah, that was the word of the weekend. Clapperoni.
The word of the weekend. Clapperonis. Okay.
As in, i.e., sex.
So, I
hate that to explain.
How do I do this without spoiling it for you?
I don't know. Have you seen that? Have you seen the new episode?
I've seen episode 4.
Then why the fuck are you talking to me about Don't ruin. I'm gonna literally go home after this and watch it. Okay? So don't ruin it for me. I'm so close.
Record the next segment after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so close. I'm so fucking close. That sounds really weird, but yeah. I'm so close to watching the episode. Just give me a little bit more time.
When is E3?
E3 already happened.
Did it?
It was all digital. Yeah. It was like a week-long festivities. They announced a bunch of shit, bro.
In June.
Yeah. It just passed, literally, this past month. They finally announced Elden Ring. People have been dying for them to announce Elden Ring.
What is that? Is that like a Elder Scrolls kind of thing?
It is... No. It is the collaboration between legendary game designer... I forget his name, and I know I shouldn't. People are going to murk me. But the creator of Dark Souls, and it's the birth child of the creator of Dark Souls and George R. R. Martin. So George R. R. Martin's doing the writing for the game, and it's the same mechanics, playstyle, game genre of Dark Souls. And people are going nuts over it. They finally announced it. They finally gave us gameplay footage.
So George R. R. Martin was part of this?
Yeah, deadass. He was writing the lore behind
shit.
Like the game, yeah.
Damn.
So everyone was really hyped for it. Everyone had been hyped for it forever, and there hadn't been any announcement until E3 this year. So everyone was like, "Oh, finally, Elden Ring." Because literally,
I mean, I probably wouldn't have been interested in it until I knew that George R. R. Martin was coming out.
Yeah. So it was a big thing. That's why everybody was like talking about. Sorry, I'm getting text messages, and they're asking like for the Venmo. I broke a chair. I'm sorry.
You broke a chair, so now you were the one responsible for damage.
Yeah, sadly, I didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't because we're getting crunk or wild. We're just all had come back from 6th Street and pretty heavily intoxicated, and I kind of plopped down on the chair and it broke because I'm a big guy. So sadly, rip the chair, rip chair 2021,
rip chair. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry for your chair.
It's a little depressing. That's how you know when you're fat, bro. Just sit down sloppily and it breaks. Just crumples underneath your weight. So I didn't trust those chairs after that.
You're not fat, dude. Gravity just affects you differently than the rest of us.
I'm built different. But yeah, going back to the topic that you're talking before, like E3, I would say that's probably the biggest announcement that they had on the Game Awards like channel live stream. That was at the very end. And the host knew, I forget his name, but he's like in charge of the Game Awards, which is like the equivalent of the Grammys for game designers and game development. And he knew, he had like the most shit-eating grin at the very end of the conference when he knew he was about to drop the announcement. People were going to go fucking nuts. Like he fucking knew. He's like, the moment you've all been waiting for. I know people have been asking this for a long time. We're so blessed to have it on this channel. And he fucking dropped it and everyone was like, ah! It's just a bunch of nerd orgasms everywhere.
Nerd orgasms. So that's what we're all about here. It's nerd orgasm.
Yes, we want to coax it out of you.
It's just 1 hour long teasing podcast.
Oh my god!
Just an edging
podcast. It's Nerds and Slurred Words, not a BDSM podcast.
No,
I stole that.
We didn't even do any sort of intro. We didn't even talk about ourselves.
That's very true.
We're already halfway through the.
I'm a little bit more. I'm a little bit more than halfway. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, this part is a lot more than this part. This is like a shot worth of beer.
Damn.
For this little thing, but the point of it is because you're supposed to get that bulbous shape to the edge of the glass right here, so that it really allows it to fully, fuck if I know the word,
coagulate.
Sure, I mean it's supposed to be better for like the production of the head when you pour the beer and
aerate.
I mean, because 60% of your taste comes from smell. right? So the way that it produces the smells, I mean, the way that the glass kind of fulfills that towards the top of the glass, you know, that the smell comes out, it allows you to fully taste it.
Really?
Because because if not, I mean, you're missing out on half of it because you don't even smell it.
Maybe that's why this is like more bearable. Like maybe I'm just not cultured and I've been drinking IPAs wrong.
Well, maybe that's why you get the full flavor out of it because you really do get like the citrusy aspects of it before. I mean, there's a lot of bitterness. Yeah, there is a lot of bitterness, but it's a really full beer.
There's other IPAs I've had that are just kicking the nuts, kind of bitter. You know,
I'm sure somebody just kind of pours all kinds of hops in there.
They just drink and you're like, ooh, but not in a good way. You're like, damn, it's a kick in my tongue, bro.
A kick in my tongue.
I feel that in my nuts. You know what I'm saying? There's some IPAs that are like that. You know,
I'm already about 75% through this beer. Yeah, and it hits a lot harder than you think.
Yeah, I felt it. I said earlier, oh fuck, I shouldn't say that, but well, we're recording.
All right, for reference, we're recording this intro like 40 minutes into
recording the intro after we started talking. I said peeper a while ago, so the slur was already beginning.
There are slurred words.
The slurred words was already beginning. I was like, and a peeper, and I was like, oh no, it's not good.
Yeah. So, but anyways, so everything nerddom. I mean, it could be anything from video games to movies to shows to books. I mean, all things that are acting as birth control nowadays.
Exactly. Very, very, very potent contraceptives.
Exactly. Minecraft is probably one of the primary ones that acts as a contraceptive nowadays.
No, bro, there'd be a bunch of ladies out there.
Yeah,
playing Minecraft, and some of the biggest some of the biggest content creators on YouTube and Twitch are Minecraft people.
I mean, you think about Dream.
Yeah, just look at him. He has
I guarantee he walks up to chicks and just.
I don't know about that, but
okay, maybe not. Yeah, well, mostly because he'll say, "Oh, I'm dreaming." They'll be like, "Prove it."
Yeah, exactly.
And then he'll say, "Well, how the fuck do I prove it?"
He's no face. Yeah,
no face. So maybe not.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure the talent, like people that are other in that circle, know what he looks like for sure. But
you think so?
I think so. I for sure.
Well, I think that it's like because I'm sure husband.
Yeah, I'm sure he gets invited to like parties and stuff. So I'm sure he shows up and it's like, yeah, I'm Dream. This is me.
That'd be cool, don't you think? Like content creator parties,
dude. Well, they do them all the time,
but like not within their own orgs.
Well, no, yeah, they do cross org stuff. It's just like being friends in real life.
Are they?
Yeah,
actually friends though. I mean,
100%. I would say so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, like you and I aren't friends at all.
What?
I fucking hate you.
Shit. I'm gonna need another sip of this IPA.
Did I just break your heart? I'm just kidding.
Don't go breaking my.
You know I would take a bullet for you, baby.
I would too, bro. I would too. Much love here. Anyways, but yeah, we're just talking about general nerd because we get off into tangents. I do not have ADHD. Manny does though. And
damn, just fucking put me out there, bro.
I'm sorry.
Nail me to a cross in front of everybody.
No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't. He's undiagnosed.
Yeah, okay.
There's no medical.
If there are random parts where I just start singing, I'll probably cut them out. But every once in a while, I'm just going to release a compilation of me fucking breaking the silence by just singing a random song.
Belting some lines, yeah, 100%.
And that'll be the proof that I do have ADHD.
Need.
Also,
oh no.
This is hitting way too quickly.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
It feels good. It feels real good. Anyways, so we were talking about nerddom in general. I'm of the firm belief that you should be a well-rounded nerd. You know, everything in mediation, including nerddom. Okay. We don't
everything in mediation.
Yeah, and you know, yeah. You should be a well-rounded nerd. You know, you shouldn't just like one thing. I mean, it's cool to like one thing, but usually that tends to be limiting. Number one, and number two, sometimes you get a little too crazy about it. You know, and So that's how gatekeeping enters the world, and nobody likes a gatekeeper, bro. Just let people enjoy your
I
shit.
don't know what the fuck you're talking about at this point.
Fuck. Anyways, I believe in being a well-rounded nerd. So we're well-rounded nerds here, and we talk about a bunch of different shit. Yeah.
So here's the thing: it's just gonna be a podcast full of connoisseurs in both alcohol,
a burgeoning connoisseur, because I wouldn't consider
burgeoning.
myself a
Yeah, well, okay. So we're both pretty new to this.
No, not burgeoning.
What the fuck is burgeoning?
Maybe I'm saying it. Burgeoning? Is that how you're saying it?
I don't know. I don't know what that word is.
I'm beginning to become a connoisseur.
I thought burgeoning was pretty. It was a pretty apt assessment.
Pretty accurate. Yeah. Virgining.
I mean, I just started researching IPAs this week. By next week, I'm gonna know everything about everything.
True.
So
True. Very true.
Yeah. So So again, we're already halfway through the podcast, but
you want to re-record the intro? Because we got off on a real bad.
We'll call that the intro.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
My name is Goyo Lopez,
AKA Diabetic Beluga. AKA. He's the beluga on the logo. I don't know if he's on top or on the bottom. I don't have the logo in front of me.
Bottom.
Are you on the bottom?
I'm on the
bottom. Did you memorize the positions of the characters?
I'm a power bottom.
All right. Yeah. So. So my name is Manny Lara, also known as Manuel Lara, also known as the Goat, also known as Chop Daddy.
They call me El Chingon.
As described later in the podcast, you'll find that out.
Yeah.
So and my gamer tag is Yeti Tries. I have a YouTube channel, so you probably won't know anything about that, but
go check them out. Go check them out.
So yeah, that's why we got a Yeti and a. It's a beluga. It's kind of hard to distinguish what it is just by the face. Because it looks nothing.
It looks like a fucking. I don't even know what it looks like.
It's based on. I'll put the picture in the corner of the video or something, so that if you look at the YouTube video of this podcast, you'll see what the full figurine we based him off of was, and what he looks nothing like.
Yeah, it's a creature. It's a creature.
Yeah. So Diabetic Beluga, Yeti Tries. So yeah.
This is Nerds and Slurred Words.
Episode 1.
Episode 1. IPAs and Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Yeah. That was the kind of the big thing, I guess. I mean, it's old news by this point, but it's still
by the time this comes out, probably because I probably won't even release this until after I'm married.
Yeah. Shit, bro.
Which is a month from now.
Damn. That's hella crazy. Bro. It's creeping up real fast, bro. Shit.
No shit.
Yeah, this whole month, bro. This whole month is just busy.
So let's do this. Introductory to nerds. Because this is Nerds with Slurred Words. We got to know what the nerds are. Favorite video game of all time.
Ooh.
And why?
Ooh.
Before we do that.
That's a good question.
Before we do that. I'm going to go get more beers.
Oh, okay. Badass.
Be right back.
All right. Oh, careful.
All right, we got beer number 2 right here. Look at this. You can legitimately kind of hear the way that the foam kind of mutes the sound of the crack because the foam rises so quickly as soon as the oxygen comes,
100%.
contact with it. You probably can't hear this. This is like ASMR right here.
It's 100% alcohol ASMR.
That's the kind of ASMR I need to fall asleep.
Some alcohol ASMR.
That sounds fucking amazing to me, to be honest.
And they just give you the name of the IPA before they
This is beer number 2. God, look at that head. Look at the way it forms. I mean, that right there. That's a solid 2 inches of foam.
It's glorious. It's a glorious head. A glorious, white, frothy, foamy head.
I can't hear anything you're saying right now.
Yeah, I know. It's a glorious, white, frothy, 2-inch, delicious head that I will savor. I'm not even that lit. I'm just like,
I can take that so many ways.
Yeah.
I can deliver that sentence out of context so many fucking ways. Oh my God.
I'm being really seductive right now. I'm sorry. IPAs turn me on.
It's because you can hear your own voice and you're like, I like the sound of my voice.
I'm seducing myself right now, deadass. Ladies.
All right. So we got the second round of beers.
Yes.
Favorite all-time game and why? Go.
Damn.
It's a difficult question.
Yeah.
I'll give you a few minutes. I can edit if I need to.
No. I have one usually off the top of my head that I usually go with, and it's true because I probably have the best memories like playing that game. It's Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim.
Okay.
I mean, what a fucking great game. I mean, easily probably. I know it's one game of the year. I think for that when the year that it came out, which is in like 2014, I think now it's like 7 years old already at this point. But I remember like that's the first mature game my parents ever let me buy, and I played the shit out of it. I put like at least, I mean, I don't know, when it first came out, like 500, 600 hours into that game, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I played the shit out of it. Like I'm talking about like staying up, the night before school the next morning and playing until like 12 o'clock in the morning and then going to sleep and waking up at like 6 and dragging ass.
I reacted pretty heavily there, but 600 hours, I mean, that doesn't sound much to compare to what I used to do in like COD Zombies or something. I would get on at like 8 p.m. and if it were the summer, I would get on at 8 p.m. and I would fall asleep at around 7 o'clock in the morning because me and some homies were trying to do the Easter eggs.
Damn.
That game was addictive at the time. But okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I totally get that. But yeah, definitely Skyrim. But then again, I was a little bit sheltered as growing up, so didn't always have the opportunity.
What year was this? When did you start playing this game?
Damn, bro, you made me go back to my memories and shit. I don't have
traumatic events.
I don't have like elephant memory. So
approximate.
I would say like 2014, 2015.
Okay, so you're what? A junior in high school?
No, not even.
Sophomore, junior in high school. I mean, you graduated in 2016.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe my freshman year, because I was definitely younger when I got it. So probably like 2014. Which is a year I think it came out. I think, but yeah, probably got it then, and I played it for years, like at least 2 or 3 years. I played it because I only played the base game because I never got the DLCs, sadly. So I only played the base game, and I completed almost every quest in the base game, bro.
Are you like the type of person that, like, in any game, there's going to be, like, a bunch of side quests?
Yeah.
And there's, like, little articles that you can find, like, in Butt Africa, like, the deepest, darkest corner of the video game, you can find this article. And if you go search that deep, dark corner, you find that article, and you get, like, an Xbox achievement or something?
I wasn't an achievement hunter. No, if that's what you're asking. No.
Okay.
I definitely played things for the storyline. Look, I'm the type of player that reads the books inside the game. That's the type of player I am.
That's a very specific type of player.
I don't think I'm alone in that. I think there's a lot of people who, especially now that it's been out for a very long time, there's a lot of people who've appreciated that game over the years.
So you appreciate the lore.
Yeah, definitely narrative driven. I'm a narrative driven player 100%. I appreciate good writing, and there's a lot of good writing in Elder Scrolls 5. Sure, the game mechanics in and of itself might have been, when I first came out, like, there was dragons, like, sinking into the ground, so only half of their body would be out of the ground, and they clip into the, So there's a lot of problems with it when it first came out. But you have to sometimes look past games like that and appreciate the just, monumental achievement that game was. Because I don't really know another game that has such a large, diverse open world that Skyrim does. That really draws you in. The writing was excellent. The whole setting was excellent, and then the music. Oh God, Jeremy Soule just killed that fucking soundtrack. His symphonic suites for all of the soundtracks of Skyrim were just amazing. Down to combat music, down to just roaming in the wilds. Yeah. A lot of people have a lot of great memories. I do, of just walking around and listening to the fucking music, the symphony suites that Jeremy Soule composed, because a lot of them are fucking gorgeous.
I believe you.
Fucking gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous music.
I never really got into
I still listen to that music. Bro. Like
just in the car?
Yeah, no, not in that car, but when I'm working, I'll put on some Jeremy Soule, bro, from Skyrim Suite. Bro.
Oh yeah?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Just chilling, just some vibe
music.
I mean, I think the most memorable soundtracks from any video game are going to be Minecraft.
Yeah. I wasn't a big Minecraft player, so
I was a huge Minecraft player as a kid. I played Call of Duty. Okay, I was really basic because I was into the games that got you friends.
Okay.
Because, like,
Look, there was a few people that I connected with that played.
No, not in a mean way to Skyrim, but like in other words, the ones that like were all the like the main, like the jocks played all these games because these were the only like the mainstream games like Minecraft, dude. Call of Duty.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a cool kid. I get it.
I was not a jock by any means.
You're a cool kid.
By any fucking means.
Just fucking say it. You were socially adept. I wasn't.
Adept.
No.
We're both. This is a nerds podcast.
Nah, it's fine. I had friends too. I did have friends.
No, I believe you. No,
I'm just clowning.
Like in other words, I played the games because I didn't have friends. I played the games that would get me friends.
That would get you friends, yeah.
So I played like Minecraft. I played the shit out of Black Ops because that was the first Call of Duty that I played was Black Ops, which makes me just a fucking absolute
the
Gen
original
Z
Black Ops
of video gamers.
The original Black Ops.
The original Black Ops, arguably one of the best campaigns.
Not wrong.
Are honestly one of the best campaigns.
The numbers missing. The numbers
missing. And of course, you have Gary Oldman as a voice actor in that game, and you can't get better than Gary Oldman.
Yeah. Who's that? I'm sorry.
He was Reznov.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's fucking the detective in Batman Begins. He is he's in a million movies. Have you seen Darkest Hour?
What's that about?
It's Winston Churchill.
Oh no.
Gary Oldman. Hold on, let me show you a picture of him. You'll see.
I probably do know him. I just don't know the name.
I guarantee you.
I'm uncultured. I'm not uncultured. I just can't call up like images of actors like on demand.
No, you are uncultured.
Okay, I'm a swine.
That's Gary Oldman. This guy right here.
He's showing me a picture. He's zooming in.
Yeah.
Oh.
This guy right here, Gary Oldman.
He's fucking Commissioner Gordon, bro. And
I literally just fucking said this. He was also.
You said detective. You didn't say Commissioner Gordon, bro.
Shut the fuck up. He was also Sirius Black in Harry Potter.
Shit, you're right, dude.
Yeah.
He's Reznov.
I know I'm fucking right.
He's Reznov, bro.
He's Reznov.
I didn't know that. There's a piece of nerddom I didn't know.
Yeah. He comes out in a whole lot of movies, actually.
He's Commissioner Gordon from like the Dark Knight, right? All the Dark Knight trilogy that by fucking what's his name, Nolan.
Yes, that.
He was a good Commissioner Gordon.
Christopher Nolan.
Excuse me.
One of my favorite directors.
I said Nolan.
You did say Nolan.
I just didn't say the first
I just
name.
wanted to make sure that his name was paid respect.
Was not tainted.
Exactly. I needed to throw his name in front of
by
him.
your uncultured lips.
It was a very uncultured moment for you right there. Yeah. But anyways, so Gary Oldman, again, arguably one of the best campaigns in the Call of Duty franchise.
For sure.
Probably right behind Modern Warfare 2.
For sure.
If not in front of Modern Warfare 2.
That's a bold claim.
You think so?
That's a bold claim, bro.
It is a bold claim.
Wait,
I
Modern
will give it that.
Modern Warfare 2 is where the fucking general shoots you at the very... Yeah.
Yes.
That's a fucking bold claim, bro. That's a fucking... You got some balls.
One of the biggest betrayals in video game history.
That's a fucking bold claim, dude. Holy shit.
It is a bold claim.
Damn.
One of the biggest turns of storyline.
Yeah. Great, though. Great fucking writing.
Fantastic.
Why can't all fucking Call of Duty campaigns be like that? Like that's the type of campaign that makes you
because they have
fucking
3
play.
different development companies now.
That's true. That's fucking true. Dude.
They have 3 different companies that fall under.
They all
Call of
psycho
Duty
with
now.
each other, bro. It's like a giant developer circle.
And
jerk.
Treyarch is arguably, Treyarch has the monopoly on zombies at this point. The other 2 have tried zombies a couple of times.
Very true.
Sledgehammer tried zombies.
Yeah.
And it was fucking weird.
Yeah.
And
it was a bit trippy.
It was. And Infinity Ward tried Aliens, I think.
Did they? I didn't play Infinity Ward.
They did try Aliens. And it was fucking weird.
Precious, you like the way I smell?
He's petting my dog.
Yeah, she's precious. She's a cutie.
She's a cute little pup. And she just
eyes.
dies for attention, so she just sits there waiting for you.
She's staring into my eyes right now. I know. I miss my dog. Fuck. Okay. This is getting really depressing. Let's, So, Call of Duty, yeah.
Yeah. So, Infinity Ward did try aliens at one point.
Really?
It sucked balls. Yeah, it was terrible.
Like you fighting against the aliens? Like that's the zombie?
No, you fucking make love to the aliens. What the fuck do you think that you do to the aliens?
I don't know.
I
didn't play that one. I didn't play Infinity War.
I mean, it's pretty fucking easy to assume.
I said Infinity War. Fucking Avengers, bro. Like, he has a poster where we're recording right now, and it's dead ass Infinity War. So that's what I said.
I do have an Infinity War poster.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck you. This is
no. There's nothing wrong with that.
Space for nerds.
I'm saying I said the fucking wrong title name. I called it Call of Duty Infinity War. That's what I called it.
Fucking Thanos comes out.
Chile. Imagine.
So is RDJ.
Yo, this isn't Fortnite, okay? Hey, Fortnite
has had so many crossovers.
Fortnite has everything, bro. The deadass just like they're a whore for cameos. They're cameo
they
whores.
even had fucking. I think they had Deadpool at one point.
They've had like Alien. They've had Terminator.
Right now, I think they had Terminator. Right now, I think
Marvel.
They're on Aliens. I think they're on like some weird fucking alien things.
They've had everything. They're literally IP cameo whores.
This is probably it's not off topic, but again, I don't know. We're just kind of jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
But Fortnite in general is a fucking crazy game because it's fucking free. It is free to play.
That's very true.
And they made billions off of that game. Billions! I mean, you think about the amount of money that they made. Granted, their developers probably don't get paid shit because that's the world of game development. You get paid $50,000 a year to put 80 hours of your life into every week.
Yeah, I've heard about the work conditions as a developer.
It's not good.
Sounds abysmal.
And if you are a game developer listening to this podcast, please tell me otherwise. Tell me why your place is a good place to work. Because I've heard nothing good about working in the game development industry.
I heard it's a lot of overwork, definitely, and it costs a lot of burnout. But I would say like a lot of I would hope, I really don't know, but I would hope that a lot of the smaller companies or that because of this burnout is such a large problem in the game development industry that they are making, policies and HR decisions to prevent that.
Well, I think a big part of it is also just the publicity. Like the social media is
That's
so
true.
easy to post on now.
That's
like
true.
it's just so easy to get your opinion about where you work out.
Yeah.
Like to post about where you work.
100%.
That a lot of companies are having to adapt and make their places good to work at because if not, they know their name is just going to be absolutely fucking trash.
Yeah, because if they let them go and they've just had a horrible experience and they're just going to go trash, they're going to drag you.
Yeah. Especially if you're a video game company.
They're going to drag your reputation as an employer through the mud. Which a lot of former developers or former employees of the game companies have done. Not just developers, but like community managers, HR people, game testers. And they all say the same thing. That's a shitty place to work.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like that's the thing.
Blizzard.
That's
Blizzard.
just what I've heard.
I'm looking at you, Blizzard.
Really? Blizzard?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of negative things about working in Blizzard.
Blizzard, really?
Yeah, I remember when I was in college, I read like a whole fucking Twitter or blog post about how they're just not treated well as a community manager for doing esports. Yeah,
esports.
That they were pushed out of their position purposely because they didn't want for that person to work for them anymore.
God.
So they just made their work like living situation a living hell. Of course, this is what the person was saying, and I'm sure Blizzard had their side too, right? But yeah,
fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Blizzard so we were talking about Call of Duty. Now we're talking about shitty work environments.
Video game companies.
Video game companies.
Specifically video game companies. So, yeah. I don't
Anyways, know. We were talking about our favorite video game before we go off on this really
once again
weird tangent.
Look, we have to make this clear as of right now.
Yeah.
This whole podcast is going to jump around a lot. It's going to stay on pop culture.
Yeah.
We're going to try to stay on the topic of video games and movies and comics and all kinds of TV shows and all that other shit. But I'm also fucking bonkers. I just bounce off the walls when it comes to my thoughts. So I might just throw out just the most random shit ever and it'll just, the podcast is going to go sideways at some point. We just have to admit that and be okay with that.
It's gonna be fucked up
and go with it.
How fucked up is fucked up? Fucked up.
Now we're getting philosophical at this point.
Right now, it's a question of philosophy, right?
All right,
there.
so favorite video game. So
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls.
So mine was Elder Scrolls 5 by ZeniMax Studios and Bethesda. Yeah, I think
Bethesda.
ZeniMax owns Bethesda.
So going off of Bethesda, so I have a lot of video games that I consider my favorites.
Yeah. Well, what's one above the rest? Like, what's one that you tell people? Like, because people have asked me that question before, and I usually say Skyrim because it's just true. It's the one that I have the most memorable time in. So, what's that for you?
You know, the one that pops out immediately to me, is Bioshock.
Oh, what a masterpiece! What a fucking masterpiece!
I mean,
the whole series is just so fucking good.
In terms of
Great choice.
In terms of story, in terms of design, in terms of gameplay and mechanics and everything, fucking fantastic game. I mean, 2K, probably one of their best creations
ever.
I think it was, what the fuck is the guy's name? I'm trying to think of the guy's name that created it. I think it was Ken something.
Yeah.
But anyways, or one of the lead designers rather, not the guy that created it. But
Bioshock.
But just in terms of story, first of all, the very first game.
Yeah.
Because there are 3 games, all 3 games, in my opinion, fucking fantastic.
They are,
I mean, which is a difficult thing to, very, very difficult thing to accomplish.
Definitely.
To really achieve a trilogy of video games that is absolutely perfect in terms of storyline is very, very, very difficult to achieve.
I think they really nail like this kind of underrated genre of just fantasy or fiction in general, which is like this atmospheric horror that they do very, very well. Like they really set the atmosphere. Like I remember playing Bioshock when I was younger and being like afraid of playing it at night because the crazy people, like the lunatics in the game. There's like people that are like not sane in the game. They'd pop out at you like the motherfuckers that crawl on the roof.
Yeah,
I hated those pieces.
The fucking
of shit.
splicers,
the splicers, bro. I fucking hated that.
I'll tell you right
they
now,
pop out, bro, and they scare the shit.
I'll tell you right now, I never thought of it as a horror game.
Really?
It's a fantastic game. I love the design. I love the environments. I said that with a weird stress on weird syllables, but the environments.
So slurred words.
Very slurred words.
Slurred words.
But just, I never thought of it as a horror game. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be honest. I played it when I was like 18 or 19, probably. I think I was just starting out college when I finally played it. I played it on Xbox the first time that I played it.
Yeah. I think I played it younger then.
I've played it through again on PC, and it just gets, it's so good no matter what playthrough you're on.
I need to play it again as an adult.
And I'll tell you this. You want to know how good it is? My fiance, Lily, she loved it.
Really? Which was she playing?
So she hasn't played it.
Uh-huh.
What I did was I streamed it for her on Discord.
Yeah.
She loved it. Bioshock Infinite, she really enjoyed it.
Yeah, credit. I don't know who the writers were for that game, but credit to the writers, man.
I need to look up the writers.
Part of crafting, a world like Bioshock, you have to have an incredibly talented writing team. And then all of like I don't know what you would call it in video gaming, but I guess the equivalent of screenwriting, like how they tell the voice actors to like act the lines, the writing of the lines and shit for the voice acting. Superb. There's a character I specifically remember from that game. Great choice. It's such a great trilogy of games. He's like the magician, and he has a Michael Cohen, I think is his name, the character's name, and he's like, I remember playing, and I remember repeating that line over and over again because it was just so fucking. I thought it was like fucking funny. And he's like, "I'm Michael fucking Cohen." Like your character in the game is supposed to know who the fuck that is, but he was just so like such a narcissistic, so like insane, deluded character that's hopped up on these like drugs that give you powers, which are called, what are they called? They're called in the game. They're like
well, so in the first ones,
but yeah, he's like insane. He's insane.
Holy fuck, I'm blanking right now. It's
yeah,
probably because
I know.
It's beers.
Yeah, the IPAs would be hitting. The IPAs would be really hitting right now. But yeah, they have these potions or these like genetically modifying potions that give you powers. And so this
plasmids.
So
you got plasmids in the first 2 games, and then gene tonics in
the last game
in Infinite. Which holy shit! No, actually, fuck. Plasmids were definitely the powers in the first 2 games.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, maybe plasmids were the title in the second game because gene tonics were a different thing.
They were like perks, like passive perks, right?
Yeah, they were like add-ons to the plasmids, I think.
Oh. No, I think you're right. Like they were called tonics or something like that in the last game.
I haven't played the game in a minute.
Yeah, I haven't played the game in a long time.
And I honestly need to do another run through.
Yeah, it's such a vibrant, beautiful, like well-written world that's like it's so good. If you've never played the game, you need to play it. If you never you're not into video games and you're like very narrative driven like I am, it's a great narrative story.
Well, and even if you are into video games,
even if
you're the type of if you're the type of person that I was in high school and I played basic games like Minecraft, GTA, and Call of Duty.
I never played. Yeah, well, I played Call of Duty, but Minecraft.
Wait, you're gonna tell me you never played GTA?
Okay, I played GTA, but I didn't stick with it.
But but again, if you're the type of person that plays those 3 games, I'm telling you right now, you want to break into the storyline games. Like if you really want to turn into the narrative-driven games that absolutely focus on storyline rather than multiplayer, you're gonna want to start with Bioshock. Absolutely Bioshock or Last of Us 1.
Great,
like the first Last of Us.
I don't know. I'd say Bioshock. Bioshock, in my opinion, I might get fired for that, but Bioshock.
Fired? You're gonna get fired?
No, I'm not gonna get fired, but like flamed for that, like get shit for that. But that's what I mean. But
I might get shit for that. I mean, at this point, Last of Us 2 just tanked the fucking the series.
I heard about that.
But again, it illustrates the difficulty of creating a sequel or even a third, instance of this game without just tanking the entire fucking
franchise.
Yeah.
Tainting the franchise's name.
I mean, Bioshock did it 3 times. And each one
fucking crazy.
Better than the last.
Fucking crazy.
I will say the second one.
I was about to say. I would say the second one out of all 3 is probably, if you could call it, the weakest, but
still strong.
But
game.
It's still in and of itself a good game,
right?
And that's
comparisons to the other 2.
Yeah, in comparison,
it falls a little bit short.
In comparison.
But still a very strong game.
Compared to the sequel, compared to The Last of Us 2, I'd pick Bioshock 2 any day.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
100% of the time.
So, that just goes to show.
Yeah, I mean, it's just in terms of storyline, in terms of mechanics, especially mechanics, because, I mean, in any game, I mean, you have a shooter. A shooter is just the most basic of things that you get to at this point in today's video gaming world, right? So when you introduce that aspect of those DNA alterations that they give you,
which is with powers,
through the use of Adam and with Eve, and because Eve is like what you power up with, right? Because you power up your plasmids with Eve, and you can use them if you store enough Eve and blah blah blah. I mean, it's just a really good way of forcing you to scavenge because you want to be able to use those plasmids effectively.
Exactly.
Because what makes it difficult is in a lot of today's games, like Last of Us, the only thing you really needed to scavenge for was ammo, which was really annoying. In this game, because in Last of Us, I'm sure you could use, consumables, you could use, throwables and all that stuff, and it makes your ability to maneuver the game in a PvE sense a lot easier. But in Bioshock especially, the plasmids are essential to a lot of it. Like, there's even doors that you can't open without the use of certain plasmids.
Exactly.
And you can't open those plasmids. You can't use those plasmids without Eve, and it forces you to not only scavenge for ammo, you scavenge for Eve, you kill people and you loot their bodies with the hopes of getting re-ups on certain types of ammo and certain types of, consumables and different things like that. And it makes for a really well-rounded game, complete with storyline and everything. Because one of the things that gets annoying to me is when a game feels like it drags on. Because if a game ever feels like it drags on, it means the storyline is failing. You know what I mean? Because they can't make a super short game. They're gonna be like the most annoying parts of a game where you're right at the end and then something fucking explodes and the door shuts and you have to go halfway to the Horn of Africa to be able to open that door. You know what I mean? You got to complete all kinds of quests on the way and go through all kinds of areas and all kinds of shit, right? But there's a way to execute that while keeping the game interesting that a lot of games fail at nowadays.
Definitely.
And Bioshock executes that perfectly. Because there's not a single point, in my opinion, in Bioshock 1, 2, or Infinite that make you feel like, really? Do I have to really do this? You know, like when they give you another question, you're like, are you fucking kidding me? I really have to go do this?
Yeah.
So that is like
becomes,
that is what fully rounds out that storyline.
Mundane.
Right, the monotonous.
Yeah.
The monotonous.
Because I remember like they give you like a fetch quest, and fetch quest is like whenever the characters in the game will, for those of you who are not like familiar with that, whenever they make you go get something, right? Basically, the non-player character, the character that's not you, that you're in the game, they'll make you go get something for them. And there's quite a lot of that. It's a very common mechanic in a lot of games. But with the Bioshock fetch quests, it's like they tell you to go get something, and it's in a different part of like the city that you're in, which is like the setting of the Bioshock games, at least the first two. Oh, and the third one as well. But like you go to get this thing, and you end up crossing paths with some kind of, crazy mini boss that's developed their own fiefdom inside the city. So they control like a certain part of the city, and they're like the head boss. And then they introduce all of their like minions who have their own like mechanics and play styles that you have to adapt to. And usually when you beat them, you get a new power, a new plasmid, right? Which helps you progress in the game.
Right.
So they make it very interesting. They make it very interesting because not only is it the new characters, a new mini boss, but also the writing. So there's also a story for every single mini boss. There's also like what they used to be like before they became crazed and insane, power hungry, like genetically modified monsters. And a lot of them have great lines. The voice acting is very good in that game too. So a lot of the credit to the voice actors that bring those characters to life, because there's like what I just talked about right now. There's a character in the game called, I believe, Michael Cohen, who's like this former magician grifter in the game. He starts off like as a, when he first moves to the city, he's like a magician grifter, and then he becomes obsessed with power and maintaining his illusion of aloofness or affluence. And then like there's a line that I like, that I remember playing as a kid. It's like, I'm Michael fucking Cohen, like, I like you should know who he is. Yeah. So I'm saying that was just a testament to the
Sander Cohen.
There we go. That's what I was gonna say.
Michael Cohen sounds like a fucking. I looked it up right now. It's a fucking lawyer, bro. Like
shit.
You are. I'm
trashing
just...
Michael Cohen right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry, Sander Cohen.
He's gonna have a case against you.
All right.
Soon.
He's gonna have. I'm gonna get the cease and desist letter.
My
bad.
Desist,
Correction.
Yeah.
Sander Cohen.
Sander Cohen.
I'm Sander fucking Cohen. I love that. It was such a great.
It is a classic line. You can't lie. But,
such a great character.
But just think about the environments, bro. Just think about.
Yeah.
All right. First of all,
the art in that game is gorgeous.
First of all, the two most common environments that people love to think about: space and the ocean.
True.
Space and the ocean. Why? Because we don't
80%,
fucking know what they're like.
Yeah.
Because we live on land. That's we're already familiar with the land.
Pretty commonly known fact is 80% of our oceans remain unexplored.
I think it's like
which
92%.
Is wild.
Is it really only 80?
Maybe like I think it's like I saw that recently, so I think it was like now 20% has been discovered or explored, so it might be more now.
So there could be a fucking.
But it's definitely between 80 and 90 for sure. Somewhere in that range.
I'm not gonna. I was gonna say, what really warrants explored though?
Because I don't think humans can survive after a certain depth. So it's all just a bunch of drone footage that they send down there with those little aquatic drones, and they record shit. That's basically what it is. Yeah. That's what I guess counts as explore. But then again, it's like sending a space rover into Mars, where they have all these apparatuses on it. They collect all this different data from the water, the temperature, the depth, all that kind of stuff. Man, I really need to take a piss. I'm gonna break the seal. All right,
so the seal is broken.
The seal is broken, sadly.
It happens. So yeah, Bioshock. And it's funny, I just looked at my Discord and my buddy's playing Bioshock right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, subconsciously that triggered Bioshock as my favorite.
It
is in general. But again, you go back to the environments.
Yeah.
You're under the fucking ocean. First of all, that part in itself is gorgeous because you get to look out on the city underwater anytime you look out a window. I mean, it's just a gorgeous landscape to look at.
I'm like I have my eyes closed right now. I'm imagining.
Just imagining Rapture.
It's so
in all of
fucking
its
cool.
beauty.
It's so fucking cool.
I mean, you think about the story behind a fallen city, a city fallen from grace that was designed to be free from the restraints of morality.
Yeah.
Under the water.
Yeah. And we didn't talk about like the main storyline for Skyrim, but I think it's a very niche game for like fantasy players, which I am. I'm a very fantasy oriented guy. Guys like dragons and magic and that type of shit, swords. So, but I think Bioshock is much more approachable in terms of like an alternate reality where this could exist if you believe in that kind of stuff, right? So basically, like to give a little bit of background on the overarching plot, right, of the game. It's basically there's this guy named Ryan. What's his name? Andrew Ryan. Andrew Ryan. And he's this like visionary, multi-billionaire entrepreneur that says, fuck everything. Fuck all the governments. Fuck all the world's governments. I'm going to take all my money and my ingenuity and hire a bunch of other incredibly talented people.
And of course set in like the 1920s.
The 1920s. So it's like this.
Because you have, first of all, you have the announcer voices that come out and he's like, I'm Andrew Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like this alternate reality set in 1920s Earth. And, during this age of innovation, right? And he takes all these other equally brilliant engineers and scientists and builds his own city under a subaquatic city underground. So it's like this kind of new age Atlantis, if you will. And that's where the game is set.
And it's dystopian in nature.
It's an incredibly dystopian underwater, like new Atlantis that's called Rapture. And the whole premise behind Rapture was that there is no centralized government. There is no hierarchy of power. And it's basically like very like a neo-anarchist like wet dream. And the premise is that if you're like a visionary, if you're ambitious, you can achieve anything that you want in Rapture with no limitations, with no oversight, essentially. So it attracts a wide array of, I would say, arguably brilliant but sometimes corrupted people, which
fucking psychopathic is
pretty
more
much,
the word.
pretty much. They're brilliant, but definitely maybe
brilliance is relative.
Yeah, I would say brilliance is relative. It attracts a very wide swath of varying different characters that you end up meeting essentially after the fall of Rapture. You get to Rapture after everything has essentially gone to shit.
Well, and it went to shit because they all became drug addicts.
Yeah, because they
all got addicted to Adam.
This geneticist created these powers, these genetically altering what would you call it? I guess injections that basically give you superpowers, and so anybody can become like this superpowered, dope fueled fiend.
It's like if you were to put heroin in your system and then you were Chancellor Palpatine.
It's highly addictive, like genetically altering injections that are temporary. So you need a constant subsistence of these injections to maintain your like superhuman powers.
You also need a dictionary to understand half the shit that Goyo says.
Oh, sorry. Am I getting really technical?
No,
or really
not
eloquent?
Eloquence is part of your fucking personality, I think.
Really?
I would say so. I would argue so.
I would not describe myself as eloquent. Look, you're talking to the guy that broke a chair because I was too fucking drunk in Austin when we got back to our condo.
You didn't break it because you were drunk. You broke it because gravity affects you differently than the rest of us.
I'm heavy. I'm a heavy boy.
That's not what I said. Besides, I'm right there with you.
It's true.
For those of you not watching the podcast by video, and by that I mean fucking everyone because we don't have cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some input I actually
both of us are affected by gravity.
A little chonky. But that was some input I actually got that we should record. But I was like, we'll do that down
Did you really? Did somebody tell you?
Somebody told me that we should record.
Who was this?
And put it on YouTube. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
I'll tell you after.
Okay. Yeah, so Bioshock, that's definitely my favorite. That's the one I'm gonna go with. That's my winner right there.
Yeah. Great choice. What a great choice.
It's
honestly,
it's a solid one, I would think.
100%. No, it's undoubtedly a solid choice. Like I said, I played it when I was younger, and so maybe I felt more of that atmospheric, the atmosphere that pervades like Rapture, this fictional city, you know, this Neo Atlantis under the sea, is definitely because it's dystopian. It's after the fall of all, like, you know, I guess governance, and so it's kind of like the Wild Wild West. It's definitely crazy. It definitely makes you feel afraid because anything could happen to you. You know, they're literally people that are roaming around that are on dope fueled, superhuman powered, fucking drug bingers, essentially. Whoa.
I'm about to flip over my whole setup, bro. Okay, all right.
Yeah, Manny just hit his desk and it's a shake.
Well, so what happened was this thing got stuck under here, so when I pulled out, it kind of like ricocheted.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna understand the visual on that, but
No.
I'm not gonna explain it. Put a diagram in the video.
Yeah. This is how physics work.
Yeah. So, all right.
Favorite video game.
So
Elder
favorite
Scrolls
video
V,
game out of the way.
Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim, and Bioshock, the Bioshock franchise.
The Bioshock trilogy.
I've heard that they're gonna make another one actually.
I fucking hope they
on
do.
the low.
I'm kind of scared if they do because I worry that they will taint the franchise name.
Yeah.
But
I
at
heard
the same time, I would buy that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would.
I would stay up till 6 a.m. playing that shit. I would finish it on the first day.
I need to replay it as an adult. I really do, so I can like appreciate it more.
You do,
but
I've played it a couple of times. You really do.
I need to replay it for sure.
God,
I need to replay
I'm gonna
Skyrim.
break the seal next, just letting you know.
Okay, I need. That means we're taking pisses because that's what the
for the rest of you alcohol connoisseurs out there. So again, this art car, it's a little bit higher as far as the ABV goes. So fuck, what is this one at?
55. You said no.
That's 55 IBU.
IBU.
That's not that high. 7.17.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ABV.
I think El Chingon, which is another IPA that I think we should try eventually. Maybe not like the next time, because I know you wanted to do the president stuff, but we should definitely do a Chingon one.
So I'll tell you though, some of those president drinks, they take some time to make.
Really? They're mixed. They're cocktails.
Oh yeah, they're all cocktails.
They're
almost all of them are cocktails.
Oh, so they're
almost
all cocktails.
Zero fucking presidents actually like straight alcohol, straight liquor. Which is kind of weird.
Bitches. Just be a fucking man drinking a glass of scotch on the rocks. Goddamn.
But
you telling me Teddy Roosevelt didn't drink straight whiskey?
I don't think so.
He's like,
I need to look at the book again.
The man wrestled a fucking bear, bro. That's why they call him Teddy.
Are you sure about that?
Or okay, maybe I'm like representing that story. Fuck.
This is the this is the slurred words part.
But that's what they call it. That's how he got his nickname, Teddy Roosevelt, because he like killed a bear in single combat, bro. Dead ass.
In single combat?
Yeah, like the bear surprised him in the woods, bro. He was hunting like other game, and the bear came on him, and he fucking killed the thing, bro. And that's why they call him Teddy. Right? I mean, he's looking it up right now because I know you guys can't see. He's looking it up. He's fucking Googling
I mean, I refuse to believe that Teddy Roosevelt would beat a fucking bear.
It was a brown bear, bro.
This is a bear, bro. I mean,
yeah. He gauged it and I think got distance and shot the motherfucker. And then came back with a whole ass bear. He's like, yeah, I killed it. Dead ass. That's the story. That's how he got his name.
All right, look, this is what I got.
Yeah, go for it.
Teddy Roosevelt
was
on a bear hunting trip near Onward, Mississippi.
Okay.
In 1902.
Fuck.
Andrew H. Longino, the governor of Mississippi at the time, invited him, but unlike other hunters in the group, Theodore had not located a single bear.
Oh, okay.
Roosevelt's assistants, led by Holt Coultier. Again, this has nothing to do with the fucking podcast. A born slave and former Confederate cavalryman.
What?
Cornered and tied a black bear to a willow tree.
Oh my God.
They summoned Roosevelt and suggested that he shoot it.
Jesus
Viewing
Christ.
this as an extremely unsportsmanlike act, Roosevelt refused to shoot the bear. The news of this event spread quickly through newspaper articles across the country. The articles recounted the story of the president who refused to shoot a bear. However, it was not just any president. It was Theodore Roosevelt, the big game hunter. Which I'm guessing is why he earned the nickname Teddy Bear.
As in, he was
Teddy Roosevelt.
Compassionate, like a teddy bear.
Right.
Okay.
I might be remembering that wrong.
Okay.
My fiance would be the one to correct me, to be honest.
True.
She's a social studies teacher.
You can talk to her after this. But, so what was the name of the guy that fucking hog-tied the bear to the tree?
Fuck him, I know, dude. I already got rid of the page.
Shit. We need to drink what he fucking drank, bro. The guy found a black bear and fucking hog-tied it to a willow tree. What a fucking Chad, bro.
That is a pretty Chad move.
And then he got Teddy, brought Teddy back and said, "Yeah, shoot it, bro. Shoot it. Take a shot, bro. Take a shot."
That's hell of a peer pressure right there.
Yeah, for real, bro. Imagine dealing with that fucking big Chad energy.
Fucking hell.
You need to step out.
Huh?
You need to go take a piss?
No, I'm saying, like, holy shit.
But dealing, sorry, you can edit that out. But imagine dealing with that absolute fucking alpha energy. Like, yeah, I just hog-tied this fucking bear for you. You want to take a shot at it? Bro, imagine. I'd be like, fuck, dude. I guess I better fucking shoot the motherfucker now. Like how do you say no?
Well, he stood up to that peer pressure.
That's true. He did.
No.
He did. He believed in his.
No.
He believed in his principles. He's like, this is not an honorable kill. I cannot partake in this.
I only come on by them honorably.
Yeah, I can only kill the bear if it's trying to kill me.
Like Leo DiCaprio style.
For real.
Oh my God, yeah. So no,
you have to absolutely include this bit. You have to. It was such a good bit. I know it has nothing to do with like nerddom, but you know what? No, it's fine because we encompass all nerddom. Like I said, being well rounded. This is history nerddom.
History
here.
Nerddom. Exactly. Okay,
right
so
here.
it'll probably be in there.
Exactly.
By request.
By
the co-host.
By the co-host. Yeah, it's history nerddom. It doesn't have to be pop culture, I bet y'all didn't know about motherfucking Teddy, right? You can leave a comment below. Let us know. Leave a review and let us know if you knew that story about Teddy.
All right, so we'll go with this final question because we're already at an hour and 17 minutes on the recording.
100%. I say that a lot.
The game you are most excited for upon its release.
Damn. That is a weighted question for sure.
That is a weighted fucking question.
I don't know, man. As an adult, I find less and less time to fucking game. Because I'm either working or getting trash, sadly. Or looking for a wifey, ladies, I'm single.
Just a quick plug.
I have a good health insurance plan. And a 401k. And I live by myself.
All right.
Anyways.
Hold on. I'm going to break the seal.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
This is your 2021 Breaking the Seal.
Taco Palenque, please sponsor us. Oh.
And then you punctuate that with a crack with a beer.
Oh, yeah, baby. Here, let me do mine. Welcome to our ASMR podcast.
Oh, there's a little bit of foam.
Oh, there's a little squirt on the floor right now. It's so dirty.
On the real, these are brand new fucking floors.
Yeah, so. You want me to wipe it up? Better land on me than on the floor. That's what I say.
Correct. The floor is not replaceable. You are.
I am replaceable.
Jesus. What a sentence to tell someone. I bet Jeffrey Bezos has said that a couple times in his life.
His name is Jeffrey?
Of course it is.
It was just Jeff. It was Jeff.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Jeffrey.
Damn.
Maybe not. I don't know.
So
I'm basing myself off of Bo Burnham. So
Bo Burnham.
maybe not the best thing. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
getting back to it.
I sound really raspy. I realize that, but
It's because you're like, yeah, I sound really raspy. And, you're trying to get in a really seductive voice. Just talking your fucking
I'm not.
normal
I'm talking
voice.
this.
Speaking your norm, just
Yeah.
converse.
Yeah, I'm conversing right now. It's just my voice is messed up because I was yelling on C Street. That's all.
All right. So, favorite or most exciting game in your opinion?
Yeah.
Upcoming 2021.
Most anticipated upcoming game.
Correct.
2021, right?
Yes.
Excuse me. Let me take a swig.
It's a fantastic. That's a good swig right there. I see that. That's a quality swig.
Quality swig.
Look at how fucking beautiful that is.
The engineering behind these glasses is just fucking amazing. Whoever created like IPA glasses, God bless.
Well, so they're called Spiegelau. Fuck, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, I see the name on the bottom. You can see it if you turn the glass a certain way.
Yeah, but I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like a German name, obviously. Spiegelau, I think.
Excuse me. You're talking to the person that 1 year of German in college, okay?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Fuck. You're obviously a fucking professional German speaker. Okay. If any German natives decide to fucking listen to this podcast for some reason, please correct Goyo over here on his pronunciation of the title of this class. It might not even be German.
Yeah,
it might be German.
It might be like a Belgian or
Norwegian. Yeah.
But I'm inclined to say Spiegelau. That's how you
Spiegelau.
Spiegelau. Yeah.
Spiegelau.
If it's German.
Yeah. So I think specifically an IPA glass.
Yes, it's great.
Spiegelau.
It's great.
Because I'm determined to not drink a single beer for the rest of my life out of the wrong glass.
Honestly, it makes a big difference. I think I can smell it so much better.
You could hear the smelling of that beer right there.
I think it does help, like, appreciate the smell more. In my opinion.
Like I said, 60% of your taste buds. I think I might be fucking lying to you on that.
It's a very aromatic, like a tropical, citrusy smell. And it smells really good. It does not smell like beer at all. It's like that's like the type of thing that you'd smell and be like, "Ooh, that's sticky." Like it's gonna be like juicy and sticky afterward. If I like get it, on the floor, like, but in a good way, like an appetizing, delicious, fruity way.
Okay, what a save. Okay, most anticipated game of 2021.
Game. Let's get back on track here. She didn't pour the last drops of the IPA in there. Oh, come on, baby. Okay. Most anticipated game. I would say, because I'm such a Bethesda whore, it is going to be Starfield. So Starfield is the upcoming sci-fi space-based MMORPG. Or I wouldn't say MMORPG, I say RPG in general, open world RPG that they're developing at ZeniMax Studios right now. Specifically, the next big project from Bethesda, who is the creators of the Elder Scrolls series as well. So everyone expects essentially an Elder Scrolls in space from this new IP that they're launching, and they just barely released a teaser trailer, like barely, the game footage where they shoot it, make it look really nice. Not even in game. It's not even in game like playthrough. It's just a fucking action trailer. They just barely released that. So they've been working on this game for at least, I don't know, 5 or 6 years at this point.
Wow.
So that's what I'm anticipating the most. It's supposed to come out in the next couple of years. So
they gave you that general of a release date.
Yeah. It takes that long, man, honestly.
I believe it. I mean,
it takes that long.
Especially with the newest engines that they use for these games to create like dynamic lighting, and I mean just the most realistic of physics of like the movement of objects in the world and the way that the world reacts to the player character and stuff. It's kind of crazy.
It is. It's wild.
It blows my mind to just imagine, even begin to imagine the amount of code that goes into it.
Oh my god.
As two people with development experience, obviously you're a developer yourself.
Oh my god.
It blows my mind. It fucking explodes my brain to imagine the amount of lines of code that go into developing something like that.
Yeah, it is a very intensive project. I guarantee it. It's a lot of code. It's a lot of technical prowess behind the games that you play.
I mean, I just imagine
something that a lot of
millions
people
of
I think
lines.
don't appreciate about video games. It's like for things like Skyrim and fucking Starfield and stuff like that, or even like WoW. All the not even just the game mechanical like IP, making sure the game mechanics work, but all
World of Warcraft for some
largest
some,
probably the
connotation.
most well known MMORPG in the United States. Wow, World of Warcraft.
It's probably pretty stupid of me to clarify, but just in case there's people that are not
Just-
exactly.
I know that's perfectly fine if people don't know what the hell we're talking about. We're clarifying for them. It's a video game, a very popular online video game. But yeah, like but also the networking engineering you need to go to play games that are online. The amount of network engineering that goes into that is a lot. You have to have literally a network professional do that for you, or a team of guys.
I was gonna say
Guys and gals that do that for you.
guaranteed.
So not just to mention like to get the gameplay stuff down, but also the networking stuff. But yeah, to circle back and kind of stay on topic as much as possible, my most anticipated game is Starfield from Bethesda / ZeniMax, or Bethesda is like owned by ZeniMax. So that's my most anticipated game. It's supposed to be like Skyrim / Elder Scrolls in space. Or at least that's what everybody is thinking it is. Nobody really knows. They like I said, they have barely released this. They dropped this teaser trailer, action shot trailer at the most recent E3, and that's what I'm most anticipating, because if it's anything similar to Elder Scrolls and I guess gameplay mechanics or narratively or writing style wise, I'm probably gonna play it. I'm probably gonna no life it, just because there hasn't been a solid, I guess, Bethesda release that I have played recently, because they released like Fallout 76 and then Fallout 4, and I'm not like the biggest Fallout fan, so
Yeah.
I didn't really play those heavily. I did play Fallout 4. I never finished it. I need to finish it, because it's not that I hate those games. I just never finished them. So, but yeah, I'm definitely more of a fantasy like / sci-fi guy, and maybe not so much dystopian Fallout type of dude. Though I can't say that I hate the game. I do enjoy it. It's just that it's not something that I'm like super interested in. Something that I have to play. Like Starfield will be something to be like I'm definitely probably gonna play it. So
Yeah. Well, in Fallout to me, I just love the aesthetic of it. Like I just love the 50s sort of alternate
reality
universe
dystopia.
kind of. Yeah, I mean, like that they have like the super advanced technology, but they're looking at it through the lens of like a 80s kind of person that is seeing
70s.
it. Yeah, I mean, like they're seeing. I mean, they still got black and green computers, but they got nuclear powered cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
I love the Fallout aesthetic.
Yeah, true.
Just in general, but yeah, it's a great game. I mean, I think it's going to be exciting.
So Starfield.
There'll probably be some YouTube videos of us playing that coming out soon. So.
If it's multiplayer, I don't even know if it will be.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's going to be the question.
Yeah,
but what kind of game comes out nowadays that's not multiplayer?
I don't know, man. Bethesda's been very adamant about
Bethesda's pretty well known
about making only
especially
single-player
after the
experiences.
debacle that was Fallout 76.
Yeah, I've heard it's gotten a lot better. It's like one of those games that ages well, like fine wine, where it has an initial like bad taste.
I don't think it was that it aged. I think it was that they just heard that everybody fucking hated the game, so they just made so many changes.
Yeah, I think when they revealed it, like in those, like that E3 a couple of years ago when they're having their conference, because Bethesda has their own conference, because they have big nuts in the game developer world, and big swinging things. And they revealed Fallout 76, and everyone was like, "Well, is it a DLC? Is it a new Fallout game?" But no, it was just like an online MMORPG, and everyone was like, "Bruh, this is not what we asked for." So yeah, that was the initial, I think, reception.
Yeah,
and of course, hardcore Fallout fans would play it regardless. But for the majority of people that are not hardcore Fallout fans, like myself, it was definitely not something that I was interested in. And then even the people that played it initially were like, yeah, it's not that good. So it's even like more further of a turn off. Though I have heard it has gotten better. It has gotten better. Kind of like
I've heard that as well.
Yeah, kind of like not Fallout. Kind of like For Honor. For Honor was like a game that initially released was like very abusable regarding like game mechanics. Like certain characters were very beautiful, so a lot of people didn't want to play it. But then it's gotten a lot better, I think, mechanics wise, griefing wise, because a lot of people would grief, stun lock,
yeah,
that kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm getting really like game termy right now, but yeah.
That's the nerd part, and of course you're contributing to the slurred words part.
Yeah, I'm slurring a little bit now. It's our third IPA.
No, so for me,
go ahead. Yeah, hit me.
Have you played Dying Light?
No.
I'm gonna tell you,
I've seen gameplay.
Missing out.
I've seen gameplay,
and there's co-op. You can play the storyline in co-op.
With
so
two
that is a
people,
game
right?
that we need to play.
Is it the one where he rides around the motorcycle?
No.
No. Oh.
No. This is parkour.
Oh.
So
yeah.
Okay. So Dying Light 1, and I feel like I need to explain this at this point just so that you're kind of caught up in what it is.
Hardcore parkour.
The main mechanic of it that makes it different from any other zombies game out there is that it is a first-person shooter, parkour-based game. And it is focused on the ability to creatively maneuver around zombies using the environment around you. Because you can be easily overwhelmed. The daytime zombies are pretty easy. The nighttime zombies are the worst. Because the nighttime zombies are the nightmares, I think they're called. And
nightmares.
They are these fucking... I mean, they look like Spider-Man. Because they got these tendrils that they can shoot out and fucking whip themselves towards you and absolutely murder you, bro. Yeah, it's a fucking horrible time when you get caught out at night. That game instilled fear in me more than Bioshock did.
My God.
But it was a fantastic game. The storyline is great. The premise is great. I mean, it's a breakout in, I want to say it's a Middle Eastern country. I'm not sure exactly where. But it's a zombie breakout that is contained in the country. But zombie breakout, thousands, millions die. The people that survived were taught how to utilize parkour to avoid becoming a man-witch.
A what?
A man-witch.
Like a sandwich.
Except,
as a man.
You really caught on there.
Yeah, I when you said man-witch, I was thinking like a male witch, like a warlock.
No.
That's how fantasy-oriented my mind.
That was actually a tribute to Woody Harrelson.
That's
Zombieland.
Yeah, fuck Woody Harrelson, man. I when you say Woody Harrelson, I can conjure the actor's face in my mind. That's how you know he's iconic when you can do that. Yeah.
I mean, how else are you gonna fucking imagine Woody Harrelson? But anyways, yeah. So Dying Light is again focused on completely on parkour. So my most anticipated game for 2021, definitely Dying Light 2.
Yeah,
it was a fantastic game. I played that shit through all the way. The DLCs were free when they came out.
You love a company when they do that.
Were they? I mean, I'm starting to doubt myself.
To retract that statement, they were not free at this moment. Manny knew
that was the moment where
he fucked up.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that afterwards, actually, and I might edit that into later. But anyways, DLCs were fucking amazing too. I played all the DLCs, whether they were free or not. If they weren't free, that tells you that I was willing to pay for the DLCs.
True.
So the DLCs were great.
I
mean, the game itself is just very well played. I love the creative freedom that it gives you in your maneuverability around the map, because it's a sandbox style map, so you can do whatever you want. And again, it has side quests and all kinds of crazy shit like that.
Okay.
But it gives you weapons that you've never, it gives you weapons that you've never used. You can craft weapons. You can even upgrade weapons, which is the other sort of mechanic that it adds.
Upgradability.
Because you're constantly looking for material to upgrade, and you have to level up. And as you level up, you gain better weapons. You gain better durability on the weapons. It's all that crazy shit. Eventually, you get to guns, and you're like, "Holy shit! I get to have a gun!" Like, this feels illegal in this game because I've only had melee weapons up to this point.
Taken for granted in a lot of zombie games because
there's a lot of zombies.
They're set in North America, where I would say even specifically the United States, where guns are very heavily prevalent. So to put in a setting where guns are not prevalent is It's interesting design choice,
and it's executed so well, and because it makes you genuinely fear night, because
they'll come fuck you up,
dude. You won't survive.
I'm scared.
like I mean, maybe I'm sure there are better players out there. I'm sure there are plenty of people that they have no fear of night. You know, that they're just totally cool. I mean, it's a video game ultimately, right? Yeah. But I love to immerse myself. In these games, right?
You're talking about the gamer chats.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, bro. So, I played Amnesia, bro. I didn't even fucking sweat, bro.
Exactly.
Fucking Dying Light is fucking nothing, bro.
That's their pickup line, bro. They go to a bar and they're like, look, all I'm saying is...
That's a bold assumption that's a bold assumption they even go to bars.
You don't think they go to bars?
God, what am I doing? I'm hating on my brethren.
My brother.
I'm sorry, bros out there. We love you.
Look, all of you nerds out there, I just want you to know that we stand strong together.
It's tough love.
It's tough love.
Like, you know, when a good friend recognizes the good and the faults in you and still loves you regardless. Look, go to a bar if you don't go to bars. If you're of age, go to a bar.
Just tap a girl on the shoulder. As soon as she rejects you, walk away.
I wouldn't say tap a girl on the shoulder, but just go to a bar to experience. To have that experience. It's a good life experience.
It's probably gonna get edited out anyway. So because
we're just encouraging people to go drink.
Yeah. I mean, that's the fucking point of the podcast, honestly. Anyways, very true. So yeah,
go get yourself a good IPA.
Get yourself an Art Car.
Get yourself an Art Car.
So anyways, so Dying Light 2 is supposed to be a continuation of that because Dying Light 1 actually ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger. And in the DLCs, there is an ending that resolves that cliffhanger in a way that is not satisfying to me.
Yikes. So why did you pay for it?
I didn't know what the fucking ending was going to be when I bought the DLC.
Do you know what that tells me? That they didn't anticipate making a second one.
I really think they did. I mean, if they put a cliffhanger at the end of the main game, you would think that they anticipate making a new one.
But then why would they attempt to close it off in a DLC?
Well, that's true. I guess, yeah. It's possible.
So maybe it was like in the works, but it was never confirmed. So they're like, let's put out the DLC just in case this IP does not get us.
It's entirely possible.
Second installment, like that. But that's.
I mean, it's been a while. Dying Light 1 was released a long time ago.
That's just a bunch of business stuff, though. That's
Dying Light 1 was released 5 years ago.
That's all
2016
game business stuff. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I mean, Dying Light 2 is not going to release until later this year, I think.
Oh, so it's going to release like soon.
It releases in December.
Oh shit! So this year.
So you and I need to play Dying Light 1.
I guess.
So that we can get ready for Dying Light 2.
Damn.
But anyways,
is it a gripping narrative? Like,
it's a really good story. I'm telling you, the mechanics of the game, the storyline behind the game, all of it just it leaves you wanting more.
Yeah,
and it makes you feel very in control of what happens because again, you get creative freedom. This whole map is designed so that you can find creative routes to new areas, to defeat zombies, to escape zombies. I mean, to get through all kinds of crazy situations.
Which I think is like the main selling point for games as art. It's like the only medium that allows you to
feel more powerful than you are in real life.
To affect the shape and the outcome of the art. Yeah. It's the only medium that does that. The level of interactivity is like no other. Yeah. Because the player is essential to the piece of art. You are part of the art. God, what the fuck am I talking about?
That's definitely going on the podcast, and that is definitely going on a t-shirt, dude. Holy shit.
You are
essential to the art. Fucking quoted Goyo Lopez, 2021.
Brothers and sisters, you are the art. You're a piece of art, baby. Okay? Love yourself.
Right. This part's not going to.
Self-love.
This is getting it out.
Self-love is the cure to self-hate. Leave it in. It's a positive message. What the fuck?
It's going out.
Fuck you. Fuck you, bro. I'm just trying to say peace, love, and positivity, bro. I'm wearing a Bucky shirt underneath this, and it says peace, love, and Bucky. So maybe I'm just getting big hippie vibes right now.
Possibly. So that comes out in December. Dying Light 2, that's definitely one of my most anticipated. They've added a lot of mechanics from the last trailer that I saw. Granted, this trailer that I saw was probably over 6 months ago.
Oh,
because they released...
This was pre-E3.
Dude, this... Oh, yeah, this is pre-E3. This game has been anticipated for a long time.
Damn.
And it took longer than GTA 5 to come out.
Shit.
And not as quite as long as GTA 6.
Yeah,
because apparently GTA 6 is going to come out in fucking 2025.
Yeah.
Which is a long fucking time.
What else are they doing? That's company.
Red Dead.
What is it?
I think they're trying to build on Red Dead, I guess.
Rockstar,
yeah.
Well, they already released Red Dead 2.
But they like to build on DLCs. You know how
true.
GTA.
But
GTA stayed alive as long as it has because they have so many DLCs.
Your whole studio doesn't need to be working on DLCs. That's like a small division for a studio like Rockstar.
I wouldn't know what to tell you, dude. I don't work for Rockstar.
That's very true. Hey, if any of you work for Rockstar, let us know.
Yeah,
we want to know the inside scoop.
Rockstar, just go ahead and let us know what the fuck's going on over there.
Two nobody gamers from Texas.
Tell your CEO we want an interview.
We want the inside scoop of the developer situation at Rockstar.
Yeah. So again, a lot of innovation supposedly that they've added. Obviously, a brand new storyline. A lot more crazy ass ways to get around the map. Which is honestly, that's the allure of some of these games is, like the ability to move very fluidly around the map and to be able to achieve, what you're hoping to achieve in the map and sandbox and like sandbox style, like that you are able to just fucking flow across all of this. And of course the DLC's built on that. There were brand new cities. There's all kinds of crazy new maps that they added and storylines and side stories and quests and shit like that. And it was a great game. I'm looking forward to the new one. I think it's who's it made by?
I don't know.
It's made by Techland. That's who it is.
Techland.
It's as far as I know, I don't know of any other games that are created by them. But I'm excited for it, and that's what I'm sticking with.
All right, that's fine. That's perfectly valid. So, Dying Light 2 and Starfield. Yeah, you hear that too? I hear it. I don't know what it is.
So, anyways, I think that's gonna end it, dude.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to end that. So, we're looking forward to Starfield and Dying Light 2. Best games.
Summation.
Yeah, in summation. Best games ever played: Goyo, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, and Manny is the entirety of the Bioshock series, which is, how can you blame a man for choosing that, Great fucking trilogy.
Series.
Great.
Thank you guys. Series. For everything. Thank you guys for listening.
100%.
If you did get this far into the podcast, it's probably going to be a pretty long first episode. But you know what? We had to introduce ourselves.
That's fine.
To introduce what we stand for, what the point of the podcast is.
100%.
So, so we're going to be posting this on probably Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah.
Wherever podcasts are available.
All the major streaming platforms.
YouTube.
Yeah. For sure.
And we're hoping to make this... I don't know, a weekly thing, bi-weekly thing.
I'd say bi-weekly.
We're gonna try to figure it out as it goes.
We're figuring it out as it goes.
Yeah,
it's an evolving
makeshift setup right now.
It's an evolving work of art.
Work of art, just like you. So,
yes, you.
Yeah. So, we will come out with an official schedule pretty soon, so that we know exactly when it's going to be coming out.
And our logo,
and our logo, which is a work of art in itself. Credit to my sister Christina Alada, aka Trash Panda, aka
Christina,
aka Enavi on Instagram. I think I'll put her.
Very talented artist.
I'll put all her ats in the description and everything. But thank you guys for listening. We will come out with an official schedule soon, and we will see you guys later.
Exactly. Last shout out to St. Arnold
for these incredible
Art Car IPAs. Incredibly delicious, fruity.
You can get them at HEB. You can get them at any local grocery store. And honestly, I'm going to recommend it right now. Grab yourself a Spiegelau glass,
Spiegelau,
and enjoy it the way that it's supposed to be enjoyed.
Supposed properly, the connoisseur way.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you just keep listening to the podcast, I'm going to do the research for you. I'm going to tell you the way that a drink is meant to be enjoyed, the way that you will fully get the flavor and the official...
The aromatic experience.
Yes. And I will do all of that for you. And then all you have to do is literally just go buy the shit I tell you to buy.
Exactly.
And then you enjoy this.
He's doing all the research for you, folks. My name is Goyo Lopez.
I'm Manny Lana.
And this has been Nerd as fuck. Slurred Words and Nerds. Did I get it? Nerds and Slurred Words. God.
That's probably the best way to end that is just not even being able to pronounce the title. Nerds and Slurred Words, everybody.
Nerds and Slurred Words.
We appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.